I'm just going to start your ninth class, chapter number 6, and the name of the book is Beehives, that is for prose. There will be two books, as earlier I told you, that there will be two books, Beehive, prose, and Beehive will be containing poetry also. And second book will be Moment. In second book, I have already taught you The Lost Child. The Lost Child, lesson number 1. Today, from Beehive prose, I am going to just teach you lesson number 6, My Childhood. Why I am just taking this particular chapter? Because in the earlier, when your course was not changed, in earlier classes, this particular child was, this particular chapter was the chapter number 1 in your Golden Age book. So today we are going to just start childhood. This childhood is an autobiography of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the most renowned, the most humble, the most reputed Bharat Ratna receiver personality. I must understand that how high and how big personality was that, who is not here with us, but his autobiography we are going to just study today. The title of the chapter is My Childhood, and as I told you that the writer of this particular chapter is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Most of you must be aware with this particular name. Who was APJ Abdul Kalam, what was his life, and when he died, and from bottom to top he traveled his journey. So in this particular book we are going to just start. What was the story, what we are going to just study in this particular chapter about his early childhood. Abdul Kalam was born in a large family in Rameswaram, you know. His family was very large, and as his father was Jainullah Badin and mother was Amina. So he had already written that, he was not aware that how many persons were being fed in his family, but he is very much sure that the number of family whosoever were there in his personal family, more than that, the members of from other families or other persons were being fed per day in his family, and his mother Amina was just preparing or cooking the food for everyone. So he belongs to a very large family in Rameswaram, Tamil Nadu. Rameswaram, do you know? Rameswaram, after Rameswaram there is Kanyakumari, and it is the bottom tip of our country, India. His father and mother had a great impact on his personality. The great impact, the great effect of his parents, his father and his mother, was there on the character of that particular child, APJ Abdul Kalam, from the very beginning. And you know that what we learn, if our father and mother are just, we learnt a lot, because they are our permanent and first guru of our life in childhood is mother, then after father, and then you come to school, and where you are taught so many things. So there was a great impact of his parents on his childhood and in his entire life also. His father Jainullah Badin was a hard-working man who was not much educated but provided a secure childhood to his children. His father, Jainullah Badin, was not a very educated person. He was a very hard worker. He was owning a boat, and it was his source of earning. But APJ Abdul Kalam is just telling in his autobiography that he was a very secure childhood. He was having a very secure childhood, means whatever the food he needed was being served to him, whatsoever was the standard of the family, according to that he was getting the cloth, and according to that he was getting the education also. So he was having a very secure childhood. Asima, not Amina. Asima was the mother of APJ Abdul Kalam. She was a generous and kind lady. She was a very, like your mothers, like our mothers. She was very generous and kind lady. Abdul used to collect, since he was not a very rich family, so he was just moving, he was just playing with the children of the village, and he is writing here, that his first earning was suching tamarind seed. Tamarind seed, do you know? Tamarind means इमली. इमली के बीज इकट्ठा करते थे और क्या करते थे, उसको इकट्ठा करके मार्केट में बेचा करते थे. तो ही इज जस्ट टेलिंग दैट इन दिस वे ही अर्नड हिज first time money in his life when he was a child. So it was his earning, collecting tamarind seeds and sell them at a provision shop, which fetched him 1 anna. When he used to sell this tamarind seed, he used to earn 1 anna per day. Anna, do you know? In the beginning time, in the ancient time, there was anna. आज भी आप 50 पैसे को बहुत सारे लोग 8 आना बोलते हैं, और कई बार बातों बातों में बोलते हैं मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ वो 16 आना सच है. तो 16 आना मतलब 1 रुपया होता है. 6 पैसे का 1 आना होता है, बट 50 पैसा को माना गया है कि 8 आना बोला जाएगा, 25 पैसे को 4 आना बोला जाएगा, और 1 रुपये को 16 आना बोला जाता है. तो ही वॉज अर्निंग 1 आना. हिज कजन शमसुद्दीन हेल्प हिम earn his first wages when he helped him in catching the newspaper bundles which were thrown out from the moving train. और इनका एक कजिन था जिसका नाम था शमसुद्दीन. He helped him. How? At that time newspaper was coming from the cities, और इनका जो स्टेशन था वो कोई बहुत बड़ा स्टेशन नहीं था, सारी गाड़ियाँ नहीं रुकती होंगी, इसलिए जब ट्रेन इस स्टेशन से जाती थी तो यहाँ के जो पेपर बटने होते थे वो ट्रेन से फेंक दिए जाते थे नीचे. तो शमसुद्दीन नाम का लड़का जो इनका कजन हुआ करता था वो इकट्ठा करता था, और हो सकता है उसकी एजेंसी हो. तो ये लोग अब वो पेपर लेके, और APJ अब्दुल कलाम को भी इन्वॉल्व किया था, ये बांटते थे और ऐसे भी वो अर्निंग कर लेते थे. His friends. Abdul had 3 close friends in his childhood. He had 3 close friends in his childhood. First one was Ramanand Shastri, Arvindan, and Shiv Prakashan. All these names belong to the Tamil name. That's why these are names which are very difficult for us. रामानंद शास्त्री, अरविंदन एंड शिव प्रकाशन, ये 3 इनके बहुत करीबी मित्र थे. ऑल 3 फ्रेंड्स वर ऑर्थोडॉक्स ब्राह्मण्स. ये क्या थे, ये तीनों ही फ्रेंड क्या थे कि ये ऑर्थोडॉक्स यानी बहुत रूढ़िवादी विचारधारा के ब्राह्मण थे, कट्टर ब्राह्मण थे. रामानंद शास्त्री बिकेम द हाई प्रीस्ट इन रामेश्वरम टेम्पल, जिसमें से रामानंद शास्त्री रामेश्वरम टेम्पल जो एक हमारा ज्योतिर्लिंग माना जाता है, शिव भगवान का बहुत बड़ा मंदिर है, उस मंदिर के सबसे मुख्य पुजारी भी बने, नियुक्त हुए. अरविंदन गॉट इनटू बिजनेस ऑफ अरेंजिंग ट्रांसपोर्ट फॉर पिलग्रिम्स. अरविंदन जो इनका मित्र था वो टूरिस्ट जॉब में लग गया, और वो तीर्थ यात्राओं में लोग जो जाते थे उनके लिए गाड़ियों की व्यवस्था करना. आपने सुना होगा, पेपर में आता है वैष्णो देवी की यात्रा करें 1500 रुपया, 3 दिन 5 दिन का आना जाना खाना सब ऐसा होता है. तो इस तरह के बिजनेस वो करता था. कौन? अरविंदन. एंड शिव प्रकाशन बिकेम अ कैटरिंग कॉन्ट्रैक्टर. शिव प्रकाशन जो इनका मित्र था वो कैटरिंग कॉन्ट्रैक्टर बन गया. कैटरिंग से आप लोग बहुत अच्छे से वाकिफ़ हो. कोई भी फंक्शन पार्टी होती है हम कैटरर को बुलाते हैं, सारा बनाना खिलाना उसका ही होता है, सारा सामान सर्व करना A to Z वो करता है. सो इन दिस वे शिव प्रकाशन बिकेम अ कैटरिंग कॉन्ट्रैक्टर एंड अरविंदन बिकेम अ टूरिस्ट Arvindan become a transporter, transport to arrange transport for pilgrims, तीर्थ यात्राओं, धार्मिक यात्राओं के लिए वो बसें वगैरह जो भी होगा वो करता था. एंड रामानंद शास्त्री बिकेम चीफ प्रीस्ट ऑफ रामेश्वरम टेम्पल. And there was, since his friends were from these three mentioned name were his close friends, so the impact of all three friends were also very high on his character. A new teacher came to the class one day and separated Abdul from Ramanand Shastri as he could not digest a Hindu boy sitting with Muslim. One day what happened, he was just studying in the class, and you know that Ramanand Shastri was his close friend. They both were just sitting on same bench. But one day a teacher come and he were very much, he could not like to just sit two boys from two different religion, one was Brahman and one was Muslim together. So he separated APJ Abdul Kalam from the class, and perhaps he must have given, or he must have been asked to just sit on a single bench. Then what happened? Ramanand was in tears. At that time, Ramanand, since he was his close friend, so he started crying, weeping, that why you are doing so? He is my best friend. Because no, you student, you are very good in a particular sense that you never recognize any religion, either Hindu or Muslim, it does not matter to you. So at that case, Ramanand Shastri, who was not Shastri at that time, Ramanand started crying because he did not like the behavior of the teacher who just separated APJ Abdul Kalam from his bench. The teacher was rebuked by Ramanand Shastri father. He was told not to poison the mind of innocent child, and that teacher was scolded by Ramanand's father. Ramanand's father came next day in the school and he scolded the teacher, why are you just poisoning the mind of this child, the poison of religion. You are just giving the poison in the mind of the student of dharma. So what happened? Abdul's science teacher Subramaniam Iyer was an orthodox Brahmin but of a very broad and secular mind. APJ Abdul Kalam's science teacher name was Subramaniam Iyer, and he was an orthodox Brahmin. Orthodox Brahmin means he was a Kattar Brahman, but his mind was very much spread. He was having a very broad mind. So what happened? Hindu boy sitting with a Muslim, his wife was a conservative lady who could not serve to a Muslim in her kitchen, and he invited one day APJ Abdul Kalam to have a dinner with or food at his home. But Subramaniam Iyer's wife, who was the science teacher of APJ Abdul Kalam, was very orthodox. She was very conservative. She did not like to just serve food to a Muslim boy in her own kitchen. आपको मालूम है कि हमारे घरों में ऐसे भी कप होते हैं, गिलास होते हैं, जब किसी दूसरी जाति के लोग आते हैं तो हम उस कप में उनको चाय देते हैं, फिर वो कप बाहर रखी जाती है. दैट्स नॉट गुड बिकॉज दे आर ऑल्सो human being and we must be just treating him like us, but it's happening today also, and it's a very sad news for all of us. So what happened? Subramaniam served Abdul with his own hand and taught him that if a system needed a change, there would be problems to face. When he was invited in the family of his science teacher for food, Subramaniam's Iyer's wife did not serve the food. In that case, Subramaniam Iyer himself served the food to APJ Abdul Kalam, and he thought and he told that, okay, if the society wants a change, we have to face so many problems, so many opposition, so many revoke we have to accept. So in that way, you understand. Now you just try to understand that what was the condition of that at that time when Hindu and Muslims were not in a position to just share food, or not even so many teachers were there who were not able to just accept that a Muslim boy and a Hindu boy is just sitting on the same bench. In this condition, the next time when Abdul went to his house, his wife took Abdul inside her kitchen. But when Subramaniam Iyer's wife, science teacher's wife, got the nature, behavior and know the character of that particular boy, she accepted the proposal and she herself inside the kitchen, she invited APJ Abdul Kalam to sit there and to have food. Abdul's decision to leave Rameswaram and his parents' reaction. When Abdul decided to leave Rameswaram and study at Ramananthapuram, his father understood him and said he must fly like a seagull. Seagull is a bird who used to fly for a long distance at a very height. His father consoled his mother by making her understand that her child were not hers, they were the sons of and daughter of life's longing for itself. APJ Abdul Kalam father was ready to send him abroad. Abroad means out of the city. But his mother was not in a position. She was not able to accept that, okay, how my son will be going there and how he will be just like our mothers. If you are just being admitted in some other district, and your parents are just, you are having a situation to just live there alone, your mother and your father, especially your mother, will be very disturbed that how you will be just living your life, how you will be just leading your life there, how you will be able to just prepare your food, what will happen to your cloth, each and everything. Just she was very frustrated like our mothers. But APJ Abdul Kalam's father narrated each and everything, that our son is not only ours, he will be ours for permanently, but let him do something better if he wants to do. In that position, they were the sons and there were sons and daughter of life longing for itself. She might give them her love, but not her thought. She might give her love. Father told that, okay, since he is your son, so you may just give him love and affection, but not the thoughts, because the thoughts will be coming from outside of the world. If this particular boy wants to just study something better, you must send him. Otherwise, he will not be learning anything in this world. So, student, this is the story. We will be going in detail. Today's summary, I told you about the story, and tomorrow when I will be just taking the class, you have to just go through, have a book, and in book My Childhood lesson number 6, Behave, we will be starting in detail. So thank you very much.